Hi guys, this is Dinah Innes here, Parnam. Today I'm doing the numbers of the 25th of May 2025. So again, for a whole year we have 45. Then we add the 5 to the 45 and we get 50. Then we add the 25 to this 50 and we get 75. So now we're going to take that 75 and it's going to become the left and right. The left side is 75. So therefore we're going to place the 75th card, which is the Page of Pentacles. So like I suggested to everybody, make sure that if you want to do your own investigation over your own charts and everything and just have a better idea of how you perceive your own reality, this is the chart that will help you understand the 0, the Fool to the Hero, the 0 to 22. So the Fool is off the end of my chart. This was the biggest I could get it for educational purposes over the screen. And the 22 is here, the Fool card. So if we look down at the 75th card, we have the Page of Pentacles, you see. So if anyone needs this, they can get these charts off of Affy, or there's a few actually. Andrew's got them, or myself. So tell me whether or not you need it. I'd like to see what your interest is here. I know some people aren't interested in tarot, but the way I look at this, if everything is going to have a fear-based factor around it, then it has the potential to be on the opposite. It depends on your mentality and how you drive that now in, because this is your belief, this is your belying, and this is how you lay on your lie. And when you understand you're none of these things, then things seem to change drastically. So the next card you have is, because we're adding the 9 to the 5 to the 7, and now you have 21. So we're going to take the World card, wherever it's hiding, here, and we're going to put it here. So now you have numbers above that. Well, 75 is 12. If you look at, and I can prove this, that 21, 12, and 3 are all changing face. They change face. So the World card, the Hanged Man, and the Empress will sit on a path, whomever has the 12 over 3. And this means you completely, if it's in your blueprint, to my observation and understanding, you're completely coming off the cross. You've adjusted and shape-shifted your faces enough through many personalities. It's going to enable you now to see the many layers of this. So I'll just put the Hanged Man before I go into it, and I'll put him there. Now 3 and 3 is going to give you an uneven master's voice. The 33rd card is the Page of Wands. So now that becomes a 6, and we have the Lovers. This is the dichotomy of dark and light, and we'll put this baby right there. So you could see the nature of 36 twice, because all numbers love each other. They can't get enough, especially if they're palindromic. So now what I'm going to do is put this 3, the Empress, over here, because I want to show you that 36. And there's a 3 here too. So you can see how these numbers are whamming from both poles. They are asking for collaboration on both poles, and you can see how these numbers are moving. So for runners, I'm pretty sure if you have 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, you're runners. This means when life moves, it moves quite quickly, and that's how it goes for you. You can go from one thing to another. So if you're going to have a hand up in any situation here, it is going to be in that manner for you specifically. So the next card you have is the 9, the Hermit. This is your adaptation. This is how you soul search with introspection. This is going within. Now, 9 loves the good, the bad, and the ugly. It can go both poles quite easily. So this takes an awful lot of being alone, a lot of truth-seeking, and independence. This is where you know what it is to mediate, because otherwise you can't even be conscious if you can't even bear the weakness of being a mediator. You must be able to understand mediation. So that's what this whole year is about, and it is completion and change. So that's residing beneath my, I can't see my wishing card. Oh, fiddlesticks. So anyway, the wishing card is here. I can't believe, oh yes, here it is, look. 45, there is the wishing card. I thought that was unusual. So here we are, we're going to put that there. When you start to understand these numbers and you start looking at how they constantly move month after month, when they're around particular energies, around particular peoples, you can see how they respond, because number will always do that. So then we're going to come up now with the King of Hearts for the whole month. This is for all my King of Hearts taking accountability and authority. And I don't mean in any other way than emotionally. So allow that to drip feed into the diplomacy. This is how you have control. The supportive leader, the empathic. This is where you manifest with that 5. That 5 is going to give you the Hierophant. There it is. And today I've been talking a lot about the Charioteer in my writings this morning. So it may be advisable that I get the Charioteer, because with this kind of swiftness, oh, and look who's at the top of the pack. There he is, 36. I told you could make 36 here twice. So the 369 is playing. Has to. There's no doubt in my mind. When you get 1, 2, 3, you know that's the great architect here. This is everything to 5. Everything is 5. It is your 5th. It's your 360. This is your circle. And now we have the world capitulating here with a manifester of financial opportunities. The skill and development that's required here is paramount for the desired effects through the grand, what do you call it? Your diligence. This is how you're holding form. So let's carry on. This is the 7th day of 45. How did we get that? We took 21 off a 75. So now is the same card that I showed you here. The 45 and the 54. Now you're going to see what I've done. And I've done it deliberately to get your attention, because it's palindromic. And the best way to teach anyone is if you can see what I had done. I put the 45, the wishing card, I spoke the wishing card, and yet I gave you 54. This is the palindromic. Your eyes will always try to deceive you. This is because it's allowing you to see correctly. If you measure twice and cut once, this is what number will do for you. It will anchor your intent. So pictures, 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 reflections, Lilith. This is all about how many slips you can fall into. How many sleeves you've even experienced here is just beyond any kind of true understanding, if we was to dip into that even. So let's get into, oh, you little sausage, where has she gone? Okay, I'll do that once more. I'm trying to get the wishing card. What fun. And I'm so pleased that you're getting the card, so I'm not going to be alone doing this, shuffling. There you are. There you are, your rat bag. So now you can see that that wishing card sits on a 9 number. So that in this tarot, in this setup, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 9, 18, the moon. The magician with the strength card. There is a lot of work that goes into this kind of wishing because you're coming out of the dream fast. And this means satisfaction with your stability here. And this means then that all the work here has been done eloquently. Don't forget, this is for a whole year. This bad boy's going nowhere. And this card is run by Pisces, water, the emotions. We have the Hermit, which is the earth with Virgo. This is the detective. This is the investigator, the scoop. So how you now selflessly learn to integrate through all of your sufferings that have brought you to this point. If you need any more guidance when you're looking at this, just turn it upside down. And be kind. Because if you can remove your own personal experience when you're looking at someone else's storyline, it's going to help, isn't it? So, this is controlling the emotions. There's the wishing card. This is only for a month, as you know. The 75 I'm not bringing over, but the 7 I will bring up. 75 is palindromic over here. Look. Let's bring this up. Just look at what you've got here. There's the 75. And now you come here, you've got 75. There. I had to move it now, didn't I? And now you've got the 7 made up. And the 5 with the Hierophant, giving you 75. So if that's the highest essence that your adaptation is working with, because you're on the 7th day, the Charioteer yet again, this is why the post spoke of haste. The movement that you're moving through now and the progression that you're going through is all to do with your willpower, how you're controlling your direction in what you've departed from through great courage. And this is where now you're manifesting on new beginnings here. This is from your backside up. You're coming from probably something that has moved you greatly to make you realize it was no longer your version. And this would have been because of the Hermit and bar none by that 5th, the Hierophant. He's singing a right song here. He's taught you institution in his action, tradition, religion, society, the rules. This is the approval, the conformity, and how you're bonded and moved through that wisdom, because smart does not mean wisdom. So now we're coming back to this boy here. Look at the speed this is moving. This is fast, because the effigy here that's contemplating the navel, this could be with any situation right now. Some people could be doing legal matters, but this is all about coming within and working with the foundation. The stability that's required here is bar none, because you're using the sword. And the sword can cut, but not itself. The 7 is a very spiritual number here, but it takes action and it doesn't care. It will move that fast. So the rest and recuperation and the mediation that you've needed to do here has been the renewal. That solitude has been paramount for you to actually get stable. Because the 7 of clubs is telling you right now, because I was looking at the 8 of clubs just now. Because happy birthday, Laurie. She's the 8 of clubs, so happy birthday. And I need to grab my phone. So let's have a look what we have here. We are actually looking at the 7 of Wands. So I'm going to show you this bad boy that you can get on Samsung. Ignore the phone. Okay, it was called Sunlight. So now, this is the Samsung Tarot Galaxy app. If you don't have this and you have another phone that I'm not familiar with, it's going to be Labyrinth, but either or. So you can see this card here. Let me take that lady down, otherwise she's in the movie. She won't appreciate that. So here you have this bad boy here. Look, he's brandishing. He's bringing something into the game here. And now, as you click onto it, you're going to get the basic courage and conviction that you need to protect. This is the advocacy. This is where you've used that time to recuperate here, standing up for what you believe in. The main thing is your point of view, not to be popular or your way of doing something may be unique, which other people may find challenging, jealousy, all these